On this Smoky Sunday, we're going to cook a whole chicken on the pit barrel. Happy Smoky Sunday, folks. Ryan here. And I got a new toy. So I got me a pit barrel cooker. Now, I spent my own money on it, and I bought a whole bunch of accessories to go with it. I was kind of looking for something that'd be a little easier. I wouldn't have to babysit all the time like I do my kettle. But don't worry, we're not going to totally skip out on using the kettle ever. We'll go back to that with some other stuff later. But for now, I'm going to be cooking a chicken. And I know this is the third time you see me cook chicken. But it's going to be different. We're going to see if it's better than doing it on the kettle. See if we can get it a little smokier like I've been trying to do. See if we can get that skin looking good. Because they say these pit barrel cookers are chicken and rib machines. So let's see if it holds true to that. Hopefully, because I spent my own money on this, I can give you a fairly unbiased review of the unit as well. So that's my hope. You know, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that have gotten these for free, and they're very popular channels, and there's nothing wrong with them getting them for free, but sometimes you kind of wonder if they're not as critical as they should be. So we're going to find out today what the pit barrel cooker, how it works, if it's as good as everybody says it is. So stay tuned. Alright, first of all, you got your little stand here that you put your barrel on top of. It can slide around a little bit, but I think that's all right. Let's turn around. All right. Next, gotta make sure our bottom vent is adjusted. For my elevation, this needs to be about a quarter. It's right there now. I was playing with this the other day. You will probably have to tighten that screw to get it to stay. When I first got mine, it was swinging all over the place. So get that tightened. Also, your lid, the handle does not come attached, so you just have to screw that on. They give you a screwdriver and wrench. However, my wrench didn't fit any of the nuts. So that was not helpful. So I just found a crescent wrench and that works as well. But because there's also a nut down on that vent in the bottom that you'll need to hold on to when you're trying to screw the vent on. But pretty solid construction so far. Everything seems to be some sort of steel. One thing I want to point out, the coating under my lid was kind of weird. When I contacted support, they said that's perfectly fine, don't worry about it. So, not going to worry about it, but just thought I would share that so you knew. Alright, I do have their optional attachable ash pan. This goes under your charcoal basket that you see right there. So that way when you pull the basket out at the end of your cook, it holds on to all the ashes. Before we light up our cooker, let's get our chicken ready. We're going to be using some of the pit barrel all-purpose rub. I put it in one of these shakers, so sorry I don't have the package. I threw it away and realized how bad of a mistake that was, but we're going to put our turkey hanger in here first. And there, it seems like everybody goes this way. It's been something I've been having a hard time figuring out what the right way of that is. But that's alright. I saw T-Roy Cooks use some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire? I thought that actually sounded pretty good, so we're going to do the same thing. So, if you haven't seen Troy, go over to his channel, T-Roy Cooks. He puts on a good show. And he's done this for a long time, so he's pretty good. Let's see if we can do it. See how this pit barrel rubber. Now, I'm going to do what they call let it sweat. I think I've heard Papa C say that before. So, while we're lighting up the pit barrel, this will be sitting in here in the seasoning for a little bit. Shouldn't be too long though. I imagine 15-20 minutes maybe. Okay. I'm still not a master at getting the rub on meats yet. Especially chicken, because it's not uniform shape, you know. Okay. Now I probably went overboard with Worcestershire sauce. That's alright. That won't hurt anything. There, we'll go a little lighter on this side. As you see, that turkey hanger was pretty easy to get into the chicken and all that, so. And pretty good accessory here. This rub does not like to come out of this container though. So, it smells really good though. Especially with the Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna have a hard time with that one, aren't I? Alright. Looks like there's a little humidity in there. Alright. Let's go get the pit barrel lit up. Alright, first we're gonna try to fill this thing up. Alright. Now we'll take our chimney. And we're going to take about a fourth of these out, which is supposed to be 40 briquettes. Uh-oh. I think I disconnect from the action. Oh, no, there we go. Be careful of that, folks. It doesn't really hold on there very tight since it's just kind of resting there. So, let's get that put into the pit barrel. Okay. All right, pretty much down in the center. Let's get our charcoal. So look, we still got to use for our nifty Weber kettle, which I'm never gonna get rid of this thing. This is a fantastic grill. If anything, I'm gonna probably get a pellet smoker at some point, so it'll be just part of the collection. One thing the instructions do say is, one thing the instructions do say is that don't let this start burn for more than 8 to 12 minutes if you are below 2,000 feet altitude. So I'm guessing that means it just over burns it. So we'll let that go for a little bit, and then we'll pour it in the pit barrel. All right, so I was thinking about putting some wood in there, maybe some pecan or hickory, but I decided not to this time because I just kind of want to see what flavor I get from the pit barrel itself, you know, through just normal charcoal briquettes. Also, I am using Kingsford Blue, the original Kingsford, so that's what I like to get. I'm not doing anything too fancy. Also, don't mind Maya the dog. Move. All right, charcoal should be ready here. Go ahead and dump it in. It's not really all ashy on top at all. I think we're good enough. We'll just dump it down in here. So that's kind of weird. Most of that charcoal didn't even have ash on it, so this will be kind of interesting. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Sorry, there's an airplane going over now. So a lot of that charcoal didn't even have ash on it, but like I said, don't do it more than 12 minutes, and we did about 10, so I probably should wait a little longer. Get rebar in. I'm gonna put it off the side a little bit, just so I have room for the potatoes I'm gonna put in later. So, just take a quick look. I'm not too worried. You're not really supposed to let the lid stay off too long, but I'm not too worried because it's meant to look in there. All right. According to my thermometer, chicken's at 150 and the barrel's running at 346, which is higher than it should be. But I'm told for the first few cooks, it could run a little hot. But let's take a look at what we got going on inside here. Just get a little look at the chicken. Oh, that chicken looks good though. Ooh. I added some potatoes in there. I don't know if you can see those. Oh, yep, some potatoes, so that should come out pretty good. Alright, get you in, that's all done. Alright, according to the meat probe, we're at 170 now. I didn't mean to actually let it get that high, but let's take some readings internally. I think we're good with this guy. Got a lot of high readings here. Not sure why I can't seem to get the sweet spot of where to do a temperature reading. It'll take more practice, I suppose. Oops. There we go. Yep. We're doing good. Alright. Take a look at that. Doesn't that look good? That skin is crispy too. Alright, we got our chicken here. I hadn't rested too long, but I just kind of wanted to get into it and try to get this done. Oh my gosh, that skin is crispy though. You can feel that. My knife needs sharpened apparently. Let's try the skin. Man, it's still kind of chewy. It's not crispy. Okay, skin is a bust. I wonder if I put some like oil on it, olive oil or vegetable oil. Alright, let's try this. Oh my god. That is the moistest chicken I have ever had in my life. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Look at all this juice flowing out of here right now. If you talking cooking with Rye, he'd probably call it a juice-a-lanch. Got a juice-a-lanch. That guy's funny. I like him. Let's see if this skin's any different. No, it's not. But I don't need to flip this guy over. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is the best chicken I've ever had. Okay. I always get confused on what part of the bird is what. You know, like where's the breast and where's the back. And here we go. Now we got a chunk of breast meat right here. We're gonna, oh my gosh, just look at all the juice. There we go. Oh, game over. Okay guys, with all the videos we've done with chicken so far, this is by far the best chicken I have ever made. You know, it beats the indirect cooking we did in the first video. It beats our attempt to cook it at a lower temp, back down to about the 275. It is so juicy. I just can't believe it. I'm cutting more off here. Let's see if we can get one of these legs off. And oh my gosh, the leg is actually staying on. Oh. Yeah, the skin's really chewy still. Okay. Look at that. Got a drumstick, you know. Just look at it. Oh my god. This is the best chicken ever. So if you're looking to upgrade your smoking system, which really, I guess it's not really a smoker. It's kind of a hybrid smoker grill, I guess they call it. It's a cooker. Get yourself, if you like chicken, get yourself a PVC. Oh man. Don't worry, I'm gonna figure out more stuff to put in the Weber, but PVC makes some mean chicken. Alright, so this was supposed to be a review of the PVC. So we probably should talk about that, huh? Skin still the skin still tastes kind of good. Pretty good. Nice. A little chewy. The real thing at this point, well, first the temperatures didn't go between 275 and 310. I could have shut the vent a little bit, I guess, to bring that down. It really wanted 365. So I got on the Pit Barrel Nation Facebook group, and I love that group. Those guys and gals are amazing in there. You can get a response fairly quickly. I brought up, I said, I know this thing's supposed to run hot at some point because I put a temperature probe in there. Is it pretty normal for it to run at 365? And one person came back and said, well, normally it's 275, 310, but in your first couple cooks, it's going to run hot. So once it kind of gets seasoned, expect that temperature to start going down. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully that's the case. We'll see in a couple more cooks on there. I'm doing next thing I'm going to cook on it is a pork loin. I got half pork loin for dinner on Sunday. So, I'm sure it's going to be great. Let's see, do I have any other cons about this thing? I wish there was an easier way to get my temperature probes into it, but I just use the vent holes where the rebar goes through. It's just kind of difficult to squeeze them through. The rebar's there, so I have to pull it out. Put those in. Nothing that would warrant not buying it. That's not really a showstopper in that case. And it's the other thing, as far as you cannot shut down this cooker. Once you got it going, you have to let it finish on its own. Like, burn those coals out. I don't really like that. I have concerns on whether that's a safety problem, because you have this machine out there, well, not machine, but cooker out there, and what if you end up, a storm comes, like you can't try to protect anything, it may end up blowing that thing over. Mind you, it's pretty heavy, and maybe the winds that would take to blow it over, you might have other problems on your hand. I don't know. What are the risks involved with not being able to shut that down? I don't like it because I like to reuse coals. Now, if there was a way to shut it down, I probably wouldn't reuse the coals in that cooker. I would probably put them in my Weber and reuse them there. So good. So I'm not really sure why you can't shut it down. I really wish you could. I don't want this this cooker running for hours and hours, burning up coal. So I might try to go out there with I have a scoop and rake for coals. I might try to rake up some of the ones that are burning and see if I can get them moved over into the Weber. I don't know. We'll see how that works. I'll report on it next time. But if I decide to do it, there really isn't anything else I could find negative with it. Not shutting it down, I'm going to say that is kind of a negative. Hold on. So not shutting it down, to me that's a negative. I knew about it before I bought it though, so it's not a negative enough to where I wouldn't buy it. But I'm not a fan of having to waste charcoal like that, because charcoal is not exactly cheap. But it's not a showstopper. I still own it. I knew about that one. But there's nothing else really to get you. Nothing like, well, this here's a surprise. And you had to figure out how to get around something. It really was. I left that thing alone. I did open the lid a couple times. Well, you guys saw probably a little clip of me opening it, show you the potatoes and chicken that in there while it was about finished. But I tried not to panic about the temps. I just let it go. The chicken came out amazing. 365 degrees. It's supposed to be 275 to 310, and if it comes down later, that's great. But that chicken is still amazing. Like, what is this chicken gonna be like when we go down in temperature? I can't stop munching on it over here. So, this is literally the best chicken I've ever had. Obviously, if you got somebody make you some fried, you go make yourself some fried chicken, that's a different story. But on a grill, oh man. All right, use a little bit of charcoal in there. Let's go. But anyway, folks, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. If you're looking for a new cooker to get, I'm telling you, PBC, the pit barrel cooker, it's worth every penny.